Welcome once again to another edition of Shelf Life Book Reviews Online. I appreciate your time in watching the online book reviews. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. Or if you're watching this on Shelf Life's Facebook page, please like me and send this to your friends as well too, your book-loving friends. I'm bringing to your attention two great fiction reads, and I hope that you will add them to your list when you make up your buying list for fiction. The first book is a can't-put-down thriller. It's The Runaway by Nick Petrie. It's published by Putnam, and it retails for $36. This really is one of those books that you will want to continue reading. Every now and then a book comes along that you cannot put down. You have to see what's going on next. Well, this is one of those books. The Nick Petrie series has been compared to the Jack Reacher series because Nick Petrie is a sort of character cut in the same mold as Jack Reacher. And this is book 7 of the series, and I can honestly say I have not read any previous books, but if they're anywhere close to this one, I'm definitely going to check them out. So this book revolves around a young girl. She is, her name is Helene Johansson, and she's working in a sleazy gas and grocery bar in a small Montana town, Coldwater, Montana. Her boss, his name is Bagaloosa, and he sexually intimidates her, and she hates him totally. So one day, this trucker, Roy Wiley, comes by, and he really charms her, and he basically says, I'll take you away from this. So she just leaves the place. She takes the money from the till, and she just deserts the place, and she goes with him. And we find out a few months later that things are not as good as they seem, because Roy Wiley, he, with his gang of 3 other thieves, go into the homes of very rich people, and they take very expensive things. So basically they're a rob and grab bunch, and they are reprehensible too. Bagaloosa might be bad, but these guys, they're killers. And so Peter Ash, one day he's on the road, and he sees a car that's stranded, and Helene Johansson is in the car. She's actually trying to get away from Roy Wiley. The months have passed. She has married him. She's pregnant, but the question is that his child? We really wonder what's going on with that. But so Peter Ash is going to help her, and suddenly Roy Wiley and his gang come by, and they see him, and they start shooting at him. So he dives into the river to get away. Well, that's not the only time that they come to look for him. They pursue him relentlessly, and the book sort of goes back and forth between Helene and Roy in the motel room, and Peter running for his life. He goes to a farmhouse, and this lady helps him out. But it is just absolute thrills and tension, page by page by page. We find that Roy Wiley and his gang don't care who they kill. They kill police officers who've come to help, and then Roy turns against his gang. So it's just one plot twist after another. It just twists and twists and twists like a bag full of pretzels. It's really twisty, and it's really good. So I would call The Runaway one of the Runaway best books so far of 2022. If you want a real thriller, buy this book. You will not be able to put it down, I guarantee you. The second book of note this time out is Gated Prey by Lee Goldberg. This is published by Thomas & Mercer, and it retails for $23.95. Lee Goldberg is a very popular fiction writer. He wrote a series of books with Janet Ivanovich, and he's also a screenwriter. He's written several great TV series. And his books are always filled with very interesting characters. This book is book number 3 in the Eve Ronan series. She's a detective, and with her partner Duncan Pavone, who is an older man who is just about ready for retirement, the two make a very interesting team. And their latest assignment is he's supposed to be a rich older man, and she's like the young trophy wife. And they go to supermarkets and places, and they flaunt their wealth because there is a gang of home invaders out in Calabasas, California, and they go into the homes of the rich and they steal them blind. And so these two, they go out in a Rolls Royce, and they want, if the bad guys see them, they want them to think that they're very rich. Well, the bad guys do see them, and they come to their place that they've rented. You know, it's like a setup. So they come inside. They try to take them hostage. Now, Eve tries to signal back to her boss in the police station that the home invasion is underway. But the boss conveniently has left the station where they monitor these calls, and because he's got a grudge against Eve because she exposed police corruption. So he doesn't care whether she gets killed or not. So it's so Eve and Duncan fight for their lives. The 3 intruders are dead, and so they've taken care of the home invaders for now. But there's another interesting plot line that this woman comes to the hospital. She has a dead baby, and she said the baby was stillborn. Well, when they check closer, they find out that she could not have possibly given birth. So as Eve and Duncan find out, the woman actually took a pregnant woman, she abducted her, and she killed her, and she took the baby hoping it was going to be alive because she wanted her own child. Well, the baby was born dead. So it's very complex. But what makes the books even more interesting is the banter between Eve and Duncan. It's a lot of laugh out loud lines, and it's serious. It's a serious police thriller, but it's interesting interactions that really make the book work just as well. So if you're looking for a change of pace, interesting book with a few laughs and some thrills too, Gated Prey is a book that you should definitely consider. So those are the 2 books I wanted to draw to your attention. Hopefully you will consider them as well too, and hopefully you'll like them as much as I did. So please send me your comments, positive and negative. I welcome them all the time. So until we meet again, as always, stay safe, stay sane, stay social distancing, and do stay in touch. Thanks again for watching. Bye for now.